Okay, so welcome back to Tesla Streams, and this time we're doing something different, certainly. Now, I have a lot of history with this X game. Oh, do I ever. Once, dragons and men coexisted. Okay. They shared a peace forged in wisdom. A peace that lasted many generations. All that was lost when mankind disrupted this balance in a sudden onslaught. Man fought dragon in a savage war that shook the foundations of their world. This war was called the Scouring. Defeated and humbled, dragons vanished from the realm. In time, man rebuilt and spread his dominion across the land and onto the isles beyond. A millennium has passed since those dark days ended. Okay. Or Premiere. Okay, I'm not gonna like do that because it's kind of spoilery. But yeah, Fire Emblem, huh? When I first played this game, it was on an emulator, and I was told that, oh hey, did you know that cool game that Marth and Roy from Smash Brothers is from has actually been released in English? We can play it. And my friend was like, you should totally try it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, we tried emulating some of the older titles in Japanese. It just seemed kind of weird, but I'll try this one. And I did. And compared to my experience with those, I was totally blown away how much better this game was by comparison. Difference between night and day, that. Now, at the beginning, you do have a main character. A male tactician. You're a tactician traveling across Ellaby. Is that your name? Oh wait, never mind. It's not guaranteed to be male. I forgot. You can change it to a female if you want, which I'm going to be doing. So your name, birth, month, and gender. Start with the default settings. Simply select no. So maybe picking a female. So it's going to be. Try to go for a name I don't use all the time here. I'm having trouble with that. I also want to pick a name that I know for sure will not be used in this game. That's harder than you'd think, because there's a lot of unique names in this game for various characters, and I have to make sure I don't screw this up. Son of a bitch. Because every name I can think of, I think it's either going to be close or is used by another character in this game. I'm actually going to have to look up female names for this one. Ah, I know. Wait. No, actually, that's a name for a future Fire Emblem character, too. Fuck. That name would be nice, but it wouldn't fit. Damn it. They're not listing very many names here. Luna would be nice, except it's the actual name of a spell later on, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, I'll go with this. Fuck it. Hope I don't regret this. There we go. Sarah. I mean, I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. Do they have one for water? I don't know if that's the icon for water or not. I think that's actually supposed to be something else, but I forget what. I'll just go with wind. I mean, I don't mind wind. Okay, now we're done. Sorry that took as long as it did. Prologue, a girl from the plains. Okay. Are you awake? Oh, hi. What do you conscious on the plains? You look cute. I'm Lynn, with the Lorca tribe. You're safe now. Lorca tribe? Huh. Interesting. So you're, traveling natives? Who are you? Can you remember your name? Your name is Sarah? What an odd-sounding name. But pay me no mind. It is a good name. I see by your attire that you're a traveler. What brings you to Sakai Plains? Would you share your story with me? What was that noise? I'll go see what's happening. Sarah, wait here for me. Okay. Suddenly, music. Danger music. Oh no, bandits! Must have come down from the burned mountains. They must be planning on raiding the local villages. I have to stop them. If that's all of them, I think I can handle them on my own. You'll be safe in here, Sarah. What? You want to help? Well, can you use a weapon? Ah, I see. So you're a strategist by trade? An odd profession, but... Very well. We'll go together. Ah. So that's what I look like. Over here. You want to help, Sarah? I could use your advice. I'll protect you, so stay close to me. Information. Lynn is the blue unit. The units are red. Sarah, you're green. Essentially, battle consists of blue allied units. Red units taking turns moving on the field. You're only here as a strategist, Sarah. You only appear during special events. Your job as strategist is to place the cursor on blue units to issue their orders. First, select a unit. See cursor and land and press the A button. You have selected land. When you selected, the map changes color like so. Then you can move anywhere in the blue area. Move her to space with the flashing cursor. See cursor there and then press the A button to finish. Yes, this should be close enough. Uh-oh, the bandit spotted me. It's coming this way. Let's close in an attack. Select land. So, before we get any started into this, it's important to note that Fire Emblem is, compared to other tactics RPGs, it's a lot more, simplistic, I guess you could put it, than most other strategy RPGs, where they usually take place on a very much 3D isometric grid. This one is more of a top-down style type of thing, where you can usually see your whole surroundings without having to really turn the camera or having to, like, kind of move across different terrain and stuff. Now, everything is very flat in Fire Emblem. They would mess around with this a bit in future games, but for the start of the series over here, it's very simple stuff here. Usually, everything is just one elevation, and you don't usually have a lot of, like, really big mechanics that take place, like knockback, or, like, you don't have to worry about, like, the idea of having to deal with multiple area of effect, having to worry about magic and physical moves. I'll be getting into that later. But basically, it's a lot more simple to understand, which is probably one reason why I really got into it. It's... people hate how simplistic it is, especially in the early games, but hey, I don't really care. Move to one of the areas adjacent to the bandit. To be right next to him to attack. Also, you don't have to worry about where you're facing either. Like, hitting and aiming in the back is the same as seeing it in the front in this series. You don't have to worry about that. So that adds to simplicity here. Now, strike. Select attack. One thing that is different about this series compared to other strategy games, though, is how weapons are handled. You see that number to the right? That is the weapon durability. Now... excuse me. This is a sticking point for many people playing these games, because some people who play these games think it's a bit silly that weapons are breakable, since it really makes it not very convenient to actually micromanage your inventory, because weapons break so often you have to spend money just to get new ones. They say it's wasteful. Until later on in the series, it didn't really bug me though, since they usually give you plenty of money throughout the game to buy new ones. And as we're going to find out later, it's not like you're going to have time to really waste a bunch of weapons anyway. You'll see what I mean. Suddenly, battle scene. I love the dynamic battle scenes in the Fire Emblem games. Ow. Yeah, axes is a lot more than swords, that's for sure. Though you might notice that we're attacking twice. That's because we're faster than the enemy. Double attacks aren't something that you can just always trigger, rather the game will reward you with it if your speed stat is faster. And that's about it. Speed really doesn't decide how fast you get out there. That's decided by who attacks first. No, speed only factors in double hits. And evading attacks, that's it. Now we'll get more into that in a small bit. Victory! But I've been injured. I have need of a vulnerary. Select land. And now we're learning how items work. There's a find about the gur to the west. You know what a gur is? It's a type of round hut. Many nomads live in huts like these. Oh, so you're nomads. We'll do well to use this time to minister a little first aid. Oh, yeah. I'm carrying a couple of vulneraries in my satchel. They should heal me up. Would you get one for me? So yeah, they're teaching you how items work. And Guznu. You do have to use your turn to do it, though. Keep that in mind. Thank you, Sarah. Now let's go get that brigand over by the Gur. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. This could be bad, depending on his accuracy. Who do you think you are? You think you can stand up to Bada the Beast? Let's find out. Ow. Oof. He's tough. It all comes down to the next blow. Sarah, if I fall, I want you to flee. You must escape. Also, yeah, if you're on a fort... Hold on. Oh! Wow. What? How did you... That is what's called a critical hit. That I scored with a 1% chance, which is what that 1 is supposed to mean. And we leveled up and got some stats. That was close. I really underestimated him. Sorry if I worried you. Oh, need to be stronger if I'm going to survive. Strong enough that no one can defeat me. So, yeah, during the battle sequence, you will see a bunch of numbers. That is the damage that you're going to do to the enemy, the accuracy of your blow, and a number signifying the crit rate. The number on the crit rate is basically the percentage of chance of you hitting, which is generally pretty low, though it can go up depending on how high your speed is. Yeah, speed also affects that. No, wait, never mind. I'm wrong about that. There's another stat that affects crit rate. It's called skill. Lim gains experience into counter. So enough experience, you will level up, obviously. No, but speed can lower the crit rate of your enemy. So that's interesting to note. As she increases in level, her bows improve. Over time, she will grow much stronger. Time to bring this chapter to a close. Select Lynn and move her to the gate, where Bada the Beast was standing. Succeed to complete Lynn's victory and your own. So yeah, that was a near thing. Victory music. Good work, Sarah. Let's go home. Good morning, Sarah. Are you awake yet? That fight yesterday must have taken a lot out of you. Say, Sarah, I want to talk to you about something. You have some experience in the ways of war, I can see. Would you allow me to travel with you? What? You want me to get permission from my parents? My mother and my father died 6 months ago. My people, the Lorca, they don't... I'm the last of my tribe. Bandits attacked, and they killed so many people. The tribe was scattered. My father was our chieftain, and I wanted to protect our people. But I'm so young, and they're so old-fashioned. They wouldn't follow a woman. No one would follow me. Sniff. I'm sorry. I've been alone for so long. No, no more. I will shed no more tears. Thank you. I'm better now. There, I must become stronger so that I may avenge my father's death. Yesterday's battle taught me something. I won't become stronger by staying here alone. Sarah, tell me you'll train me, that you'll let me travel with you. You will? It's wonderful. Thank you, oh thank you. We'll be better off working together, I know it. You'll be my master strategist, and I'll be your peerless warrior. We can do it, right? Travel with Lynn, Sarah, give her your aid, and master the art of combat. Complete the task, daily chapter, and help Lynn her quest. Is there anyone to on or off person select? The apprentice tactician Sarah and the young swordfighter Lan. Strange pair and even stranger journey. Prepare for the long road ahead. They go to Bulgar, the commercial center of Sakai. Unbeknownst to Lan, she'll discover something that will alter her life forever. Who's that? Footsteps of Fate. Circus music. Sarah, over here. This is Bulgar, the biggest city in all Sakai. We should purchase supplies for our journey. Oh my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness. Wait, O fair and beauteous one. Would you not favor me with your name? Better yet, your company? Where are you from, Sir Knight, that you speak so freely to a stranger? Ah, that you'd ever ask. I am from Lycia. I hail from the Kalen Kenton, home to men of passionate fire. Shouldn't that be to home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Ooh, harsh! Ooh, you're even lovelier when you're cruel. Let's go, Sarah. I've nothing more to say. Wait, please. Sane, hold your tongue. Ah, Kent, my boon companion. Why so severe an expression? If your manner were more serious, I wouldn't have to be so severe. We still have a mission to complete, Sane. I know that, but how could I remain silent, present such beauty? It would have been discourteous. What do you know of courtesy? Excuse me, you're blocking the road. If you would be so kind as to move your horses. Of course, my apologies. Thank you. You at least seem honorable. Pardon me, but I feel we've met before. I beg your pardon? Hey, no fair, Kent. I saw her first. Seems there are no decent men among Lycia's knights. Let's go, Sarah. I'm out of patience. Wait, please, it's not like that. Saying you lout. Huh, not like that. I thought you were... I am not you. Come, we must follow her. I suspect she might be... Be what? Wait, she's our mission? You're joking. Wait. Run! We're being pursued! Could it be those knights from town? No, not them. These men are out for blood! Aren't you the pretty one? Your name is Lindis, is it not? What did you call me? Who are you? Such a waste. An absolute waste. The things I'll do for gold. Ah, well. Time to die, darling. Come on out, boys. Oh, God. Oh, no. There are more than I can handle. But I'll not give up. Hey, there she is. What? Whew, finally caught up. Hold, you there. What is your business? Such numbers against a girl? Cowards, every one of you. You're from... We can discuss that later. It appears these ruffians mean to do you harm. If it's a fight they want, let them look to me. Stand back. I'll take care of this. No, this is my fight. Stay out of my way. Well, I can't just stand here and do nothing. I have a solution. You there, command us. I am Kent, a knight of Lycia. My companion is Sane. We will follow your orders in this battle. Is this acceptable, my lady? Yes, it is. Sarah and I will lead. Let's go. Oh, fair and beauteous one. And Sarah, is it? Allow me to show you the might of a knight of Lycia. Let me be the first to strike a blow in your honor. So, we have a couple new allies, huh? And they have horses. The units are allies. To rest them on the field as did with Lynn before. Be warned, if Lynn is defeated, your journey is over, as is your game. So yeah, that's the same as an Edic's Ogre. If the units are beaten, the game will continue. But fallen companions be unable to return to battle for the rest of the tutorial. Use caution and good judgment. After all the units have been moved, it becomes the enemy's turn. Begin with select Sane. Place the cursor on Sane and press the A button. Yeah, okay. I suppose it's time to talk about this. But first, let me see what's going on. Okay, I'm back. So this is what's called the Fire Emblem permadeath effect. If someone dies in this game, I don't care whether it's your main character, which will cause the game over. But if anyone else dies, they're gone for good. So, kind of like the Super NES version of Tetris Ogre, really. Kind of sucks. Permadeath, in essence, is something that will really get irritating in this game, because if anyone dies and you want to make sure to save them, you gotta restart the whole map over again. I know some people really hate this, and I'm not a big fan of it myself, hence why I liked it when Fire Emblem gave casual mode to get rid of it. I know people swear by it though, specifically because they claim it adds strategy, you know, and makes it to where you have to really think for your decision making, but honestly, the pros don't outweigh the cons, in my opinion, though. It can be irritating having to start over maps constantly because you're not really making smart decisions in combat. And I will be the first to admit that I save state abused the heck out of games that had permadeath just so I don't have to put up with that shit. Because it gets really ridiculous later. But anyways, Sane wants to have a go. Attack! Moving to a space next to my foe. Okay, you have an iron lance? Huh. What's with those arrows? It says I have a down arrow. What's with that? Well, you didn't do too well. Whoa, I missed? Sane, why aren't you using your sword? The lance is more heroic. A knight should look heroic, don't you think? You're hopeless. If you don't take fighting more seriously, you're gonna find yourself on the end of a blade. Truth be told, I forgot to buy a sword. Forgot? Or are you simply too busy dabbling with the ladies? Don't be so mad. I'll be fine with a lance. I'm that good. I don't know. It's not looking that way to me. I'd prefer to rely on your skill, not your empty bragging. Take my spare blade and use it to attack next time. Are you sure? Why thanks, Kent. You're almost more trouble than you're worth. Almost. Sarah, allow me to make up for my companion's blunder. I am at your command. Weapons possess unique hierarchy. Swords best axes, axes best lances, and lances best swords. Yeah, this is what's called the weapon triangle. It's important to note, especially when certain maps love to throw a certain type of unit at you. Knowing what weapons work good against those units just basically means you're always gonna have the advantage. So it's important to remember this. Mind you, for the first few chapters, we're going to be dealing with nothing but bandits with axes, so swords are pretty much going to reign supreme here. Which is good, since we basically have 3 units that can use swords. It's called the wood triangle. Yep, there we go. Remembering this is of the utmost importance. First, let's illustrate that swords are strong against axes. Select Kent. The enemy was an axe. Use a sword for the attack. It's almost defeated. Now let's deliver the final blow. Let's be next to my enemy. Yep. 60% chance to hit, huh? Interesting. It's a lot better than before. Sarah, let me attack again. Actually, foot should be bow with swords. Brandish your blade. Damn it, Sane! Gah! Sane, you alright? Yes, I am. Simply a dodge at time. I can't believe he evaded my sword stroke so easily. This is no jest. Look closely. The enemy is hidden in the woods. The branches make it difficult to attack, don't they? You're right. So focused on attacking. I didn't see. Your lack of attention may someday cost you your life. Fine, I understand already. Let it go, Can't. If you truly understand, then act like it. Can't worries too much. He's going to grow old before his time. At least he'll live. Step of terrain, unique characteristics. For example, look at woods and plains. Battle an enemy from the woods, and the enemy will likely miss you. However, your attacks will be unimpeded, giving you a distinct advantage. The same is true for foes. If he's in the woods, it's more difficult to hit. Factoring in your terrain benefits and the weapon triangle is vital in combat. Window at the bottom of the screen gives information on the terrain the cursor is placed on. Let's see what terrain type is advantageous based on the cursor. Let's put this to the test. Select Kent. I'm ready for battle. Command me as you will. So yeah, you can actually see specific numbers on terrain. Forest gives, if you're standing on it, gives 1 extra to your defense stat, but it also adds 20 to your avoid rate, aka evasion. Which could be useful, certainly. Especially if you can lure enemies in. Let's use my sword to attack. Yeah, their axes are pretty pathetically weak. It seems like a wise decision to leave that bandit to the knights. In part, I'll take care of the other foe, and to close the distance between us. I said the woods are advantageous, right? In that case, that looks good. Smooth there, Sarah. Your name is Sane, right? Yes, Sane, the gallant man of Kalen, that's me. If you insist, why have you not healed yourself? Huh? Hey, I've been injured? What a cat I am. To wrinkle that perfect brow of yours with worry for me. Was thinking of giving you a vulnerary, but it looks like you're fine, so never you mind. No, wait, I'll take it. Please, I'll take it. To give away an item, use the trade command. Trade can be used by units that are adjacent to one another. Let's use the trade command now. Select Sane and move him next to Lynn. Do we have to? I can't keep such a generous offer waiting. The healing power of love awaits with yon angel. Oh my god. Hurry, Sarah, hurry. Now select the trade command. Sane's and Lynn's possessions will be displayed together. Cursor select a vulnerary from Lynn's item to give it to Sane. Finish your trade, press the B button to end the process. B button is the cancel button. Be used to rescind mistaken commands and other things. Basic cursor on those items? Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, so pretty simple stuff here. You can trade items back and forth at will. Saints can now use Lynn's phone array, so it's wondering if the items to use it. Yeah, if you're the one initiating the trade, you don't use up your turn. You can still use an item, which could be useful for healing purposes. Furthermore, much ado units have the unique ability to move again. Yeah, move after action is useful on mobile units, like the ones that ride horses, for example. Essentially, this allows cavalry to move them or faces left in the movement range if they haven't done so already. For the attack command, among others, nullifies the move again abilities, so be careful. Select Sane and order him to move again. Ah, much better. With my gratitude, lovely ladies. As the goals change from chapter to chapter. The chapter's goal is to defeat all enemies. Select the chapter goals in the window to the right of the screen. To open the map menu, place the cursor in unoccupied space, press the A button. You can confirm the chapter goals here by choosing status from the menu. The map menu also has the suspend command, useful if you need to stop a chapter midway. we continue this chapter. Best of luck. Now, if you select an enemy, you can see what their movement and their attack radius is. Really wish more Tactics RPGs allowed for that, just saying. But yeah, the red spaces are the action space. Well, the blue ones are their movement. So the only person you can go after this turn will be Lynn. So I'm gonna have her wait on the terrain. Yeah, he's fucked. Now I'm gonna do what's called level up exploitation here. Okay, so yeah, so you can't actually access anything. Yeah, you can only go after her. So are you about to level up? Not yet, no. You see, level ups are random. We can do better than that. A random number of actions will happen. When it comes to leveling up, and certain characters can actually have a higher than average chance of a stat going up per level. If you remember me streaming Beyond the Beyond, it kind of works very similar to that game, where your level ups can be very random, and some are going to be better than others. So you can cause the effects to be different by switching to a different turn. Yeah, that one was shit. Let's try that again. Damn. Okay. I'm bound to get a good one eventually. Defense is a good stat to get for her, but I still kind of want to have more than that. Okay. Might be here for a while. Yeah, I'll keep that one, just for the extra defense. Because I did get 3 stats and one of them was defense. For her, that's really good. Because basically you take the enemy's strength and the attack power from the weapon, subtract it by your defense, and that's how much damage they take. So if they were to hit me, now they would be dealing 8 damage instead of 9 like before. Thankfully, speed gives her a lot of evasion, which she excels at. Her highest stats so far are skill and speed. Skill improves hit percentage and crit rate, whereas speed affects how often you can strike, how good you can evade attacks, and lowers the enemy's crit rate. So that third point is not that important. got one enemy left, and we have new music. Oh boy, Zugu here is actually a little bit tougher than the other ones. Thankfully, he is not on advantageous terrain like that one guy was in the previous chapter, so that's helpful. You're not moving. So you're not gonna move, huh? Alright. You don't have to do this, but I tend to always like to have Len be the one to fish off the boss in each chapter. So how much damage are you gonna be doing? And how much damage are you gonna be doing? Yeah, that should be enough. I'll save state just in case, though. Cursed knights, always tampering others' affairs. Last, there was only supposed to be a lone girl. Ooh, you're giving me another level. Fuck. So you see the same thing even if you fight her. Oops. Really? Holy shit, that was good. Yes. That's the last of them. Fantastic work, Sarah. And now for these Knights of Lycia. You were going to share your story with me. Yes. We have ventured from Kalen and Lycia in search of someone. Lycia? It's a country beyond the mountains in the southwest, isn't it? Correct. We've come as messengers to Lady Madeline, who eloped with a nomad some 19 years ago. Madeline? Our lord, the Marquis of Kalen's only daughter. He was heartbroken his own daughter would abandon him, so eventually the Marquis simply declared that he had no daughter. And then this year, we received a letter from Lady Madeline. It said that she, her husband, and their daughter were living happily in the Sakai Plains. The Marquis was ecstatic to learn he had a granddaughter of 18 years. Remember his smile on his face when he announced that he'd suddenly become a grandfather. The granddaughter's name is Lindis. This was also the name of the Marquis's wife, who passed away at an early age. Lindis? That she should bear this name thawed the Marquis's heart. Now his only wish is to meet his daughter's family at least once. This is why we're here. We didn't know that Lady Madeline died a few days after sending her letter. We only learned this shortly after we arrived here in Bulgar. But we also learned all was not lost. Her daughter yet lives. We heard that she was living alone on the plains. I knew it immediately. You are the Lady Lindis. Why would you think that? Your resemblance to your departed mother is remarkable. What? Did you know my mother? Sorry to say I never met her directly, but I saw her portraits in Castle Kalen. To the rest of my tribe, it was always Lynn. But when I was with my parents, when it was just the three of us, I was Lindis. It's all so strange. I was so alone in the world, and now I have a grandfather. Lindis. Never thought I would hear that name again. Wait. That bandit, he called me Lindis too. What? How could he have? he was a henchman of Lord Lundgren, wasn't he? Lundgren? Who's that? He's the Marcus's younger brother. Everyone assumed that Lady Mellon was gone forever. This made Lord Lundgren heir to the Marcus's title. To be blunt, my lady, your existence is an obstacle to your granduncle's ambitions. But I have no interest in inheriting any title. Unfortunately, your granduncle is not the sort of man to believe that. I believe the attempts on your life will persist. What should I do? Accompany us to Kalen. Continuing on this way is dangerous. I feel little choice. I will go with you. Sarah, I'm sorry. This shit is everything. What will you do, Sarah? You want me to decide? Of course, your companionship would do much to ease my journey, but it's going to be so dangerous. You come? Are you sure? Thank you. Let me ask once again for your friendship and your aid. Sword of Spirits, huh? A small altar lies on the outskirts of Bulgar. This ancient temple, sacred to the people of Sakai, has long been known for its powerful bond to the world of spirits. Before starting their journey, travelers come here to pray for their well-being. This altar, Lynn's hand, is directed to a grand inheritance. Okay. Sarah, hold a moment and let me a short detour. There's a sacred sword enshrined in Altar east of here. The people of Sakai go there to pray for safety at the onset of a long journey. Oh, how quaint! The teachings of Elimine have the most followers in Elibi. It's nice to see that here at least, the ancient customs are still observed. What? Old man, stay where you are and hold your tongue. Threaten me as you will, but I will not give up the Manikate. The Manikate is a sacred blade, under divine protection. It cannot be removed from its place of rest. You're a fool, old man. What good's a sword if you don't use it? Use it? In combat? Sacrilege! Sacrilege? I am Glass. The gods fear my name. My swordplay is peerless. And yet you're called Glass, something that's known to break very easily. Yeah, I know there's special types of glass that's hard, but most glass isn't, though. And if I want the sword, then the sword I shall have. Now get out of my way. Oof. This is it. It's more magnificent than I'd imagined. The sword was made for a swordsman of my skill. What's this? I can't draw the sword from its scabbard? The spirits of the blade have judged you. You have been found wanting. They have rejected you. What? Listen, you sin-out fool. Follow your own life. You'll get out of my sight. Curses, miserable spirits. I care nothing for you. I'll tear this altar down stone by stone. I beg your pardon, my lady. Are you headed east, to the altar? Yes, we are indeed. Then you must hurry and help the priest there. I saw a band of local ruffians headed there not long ago. They seemed intent on stealing the altar's sacred sword. Manikate, they're going to steal it? I cannot allow this to happen. You look like a virtuous group. Please help him. Lindis, what are you planning? If you hope to go to the crusade, you'll need to prepare. You're right. Say, Sarah, there are some homes to south of us. Perhaps we should go there and question the residents. Your buildings to south are homes. You can speak with the people who live there. Sometimes give you combat hints or some information about the land of the people. Pays to listen. Shall I take the lead? Alright. Tell me what you would like me to do, Sarah. Let me visit this home? Alright. Say, aren't you the... Oh, you're going to help the priest. Well, perhaps you could benefit from some I saw earlier. Bandits may have the main entrance guarded. However, one of the altar's walls is cracked and in poor repair. You might be able to create another entrance behind that section with your weapons. We're all counting on you. Makes it seem to visit another home. Okay. It's my turn next. I'm ready to go. Mountains make it more difficult to be hit, but they're difficult to traverse. If you're riding on horseback, you can't cross them at all. Be careful. Remember, your mounted units possess the ability to move again. Moving cavalry can move the rest of their movement range, unless they've received attack or staff commands. This goes for units mounted on Pegasus and Wyverns. Pegasus and Wyverns, huh? Give Saint his orders. Let us send Ken to visit the remaining home. This visit is necessary for combat purposes. However, his residents may have useful knowledge. Recommend stopping by. Next to move, am I not? What's your command? Do you know much about the sword held at the altar? It's called the Manikate, blessed by the spirits. According to the priest, the Manikate is waiting for its rightful owner to appear. So odd, don't you think? The idea that a sword can choose who will wield it. Is that supposed to get you happen, Zelda? Let me restart the chapter because I want to print screen that. Oh, I don't have to restart the chapter because it took me just right back here. Good. Yeah, the checkpoints for resume chapter is pretty good because it takes you to the last place you stopped, which is pretty helpful. That way, if you have to stop, like for the night, or you're running out of power, or whatever, it still keeps your place, which can be useful depending on how long some of these battle maps can take. Trust me. I'll be right back. You following me? This is gonna take a while. I'm trying to do this all in one screenshot. And that's actually gonna be easier said than done. Oh, damn it. What the fuck? Oh, I see what the problem is here. Alright, so... Alright, almost there. Oh. Haven't print screened it. There we go. Now I can get it to show up. Get. Man, this is gonna be one big ass thing here. Come on. There we go, this should be good enough, I hope. Alright, last one. Okay, so is this the end of it, or is there more? Nope, it's the end of it, okay. There we go, finally. Man. Oh fuck. It's... Why is it so small? Yeah, like... I'm gonna need to enlarge this, I think. There's the phone. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so... Alright. See how good it looks on here. Yes. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, now that I shared that with her. Oh damn, they're coming after us. She knows about fortresses. She knows from protection the woods do. Space of fortress is beneficial. This is true for friend and foe alike. Spine before engaging the enemy. Fortresses also allow entered units to regain hit points. Units automatically regain some HP at the beginning of your turn. HP you recover in one turn is fairly small. Enemies remain in a fortress to regain HP every turn, so before recovery is possible. The other places where units can recover HP, including castle gates, thrones, and areas where bosses are found. I don't want to neglect my other characters entirely here. I'll leave it up to the bandit to see which one he'd rather go after, though. Can't, huh? Alright. Separate goal is to seize the throne. The enemy is on the throne now. Defeat him and have Flynn seize the throne to finish the battle. His name is Glass, sword-bearing mercenary. Look at the weapons triangle. Weapon is able to blast a sword? Correct, the lance. So the right weapon is like a shortcut to victory. You can do that, although going sword to sword is possible too, especially with land. Get the altar, trace the method that you heard earlier. It's up to you, Sarah. Good luck. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, Lynn's level 4. That's pretty good. Now, I shouldn't really be optimizing this playthrough because it is meant to be a tutorial. Like, this whole thing. The first, like, 10 or so chapters of this game is meant to get used to all the different gimmicks the game can throw at you. That sounds like a lot, but honestly it goes faster than you'd think. These maps don't exactly offer much in the way of challenge, after all. We could do better than that. Let's see. Yeah, Sane may be a goof off, but his strength is just just the pure deal here. It just is. That's a little better, yeah. Now, they cannot cross the mountains blocking them down here. Lynn could, though, so if you don't mind using her, you could just save your weapon durability and take the long way around. This also lets you kill this guy down here for more experience, too. Thing is, though, I kind of want Sane to get a bit more experience here. Yeah, it's 30 HP, and it's signified by that 30 up there. And we're going to be doing 13 damage to it. Okay, so on this very next turn, that thing was going to open up and make way, and I'm going to put Sane right here so that this will happen. Ha, barely scratched me. Not bad. So you're both level 2 now. Yeah, he certainly is the one that gets the more strength out of the two of them. It seemed like Kent is more balanced, though. Having an overall better spread. But Sane definitely gets the most strength out of either of them, which is something that more people tend to care about. Let's see here. We are faster than him, and more accurate too. He does have a much nicer hit, though. Yeah. Because he has a lot of HP, I'm gonna let him get the first strike. Who do you think you are? What chance do you think you have against me? This also skips his healing turn, too. Ugh. Sometimes you get items after defeating enemies. Think a unit can carry a maximum of 5 items. When you drop some old items to pick up new ones, bear this in mind. See what items your enemies will drop by checking their inventories. Cursor on an enemy or ally, then press the R button to view their personal data. The screen contains information about the unit you've selected. Use the control pad left and right to change pages and view items. If the items are glowing yellow, you will get them if you defeat the unit. Don't forget. So yeah, there's nothing more we can do here, so let's use the map. Oh, clothing. You have the Are you of the Lorca tribe? I'm Lynn, chieftain's daughter. Are you hurt, sir? Thanks to you, I'm unscathed. You have my gratitude. The sword, is it safe? Yes, I have sealed the sword safely away. Until I remove my spell, the sword cannot be drawn. Now, as a token of my gratitude, I shall allow you to lay hands upon the Menekate. Touch the blade's pattern and pray for a safe journey. Oh, thank you so much. What did... The sword, it's glowing. It's the power of the spirits. Lynn, they have looked into your soul, and they call out to you. What does that mean? You are its rightful owner. You are to wield the Menekate. Of course. No, I can't. I couldn't. It is the sword's wish. If you acquire proof, draw it from its sheath. Emote effortlessly. I never dared to hope that I might meet the wielder of the Menekate in my life. I'm indeed fortunate to see your sword reach your hands. My sword? It is time for you to go, Lynn. You face a great many ordeals. Grip the sword, meet your destiny head on. Yes, sir. Well, we have a new weapon. So this is the Menekate, a blade with no equal. I wouldn't go that far, actually. So unbelievable. Perhaps the most famous sword in all Sakai, in my hand. It's not so strange. In fact, many legends tell similar tales. Okay, well. Special blades from the land. Call out to their proper owners. Yet when I say you draw that blade, Lindis, I felt something extraordinary. That sword is waiting for you. You are meant to draw it. Stop it! I'm nothing special. Think of it this way. Some weapons feel more comfortable in your hand, right? Well, the Manikete itself feels very comfortable with you. Does that make it any easier for you to accept? It doesn't appear that either of us can use it. It does feel right in my hand. Blade that only I can wield. Seems reasonable enough. I can understand that. Look at this, Sarah. This is a Manikete. This is my sword. I must care for it well. Castle Kalen. What? Madeline's daughter is still alive? Yes, Lord Longren. The girl is traveling with Kent and Sane. What are your orders? If we let them be. Bah! I've heard that Northern Burn is full of bandits. She's just a girl. She'll not survive her journey here. I'm more concerned with my older brother. His life must be ended quickly. The poison, there must be no blunders. Yes, my lord. He suspects nothing and continues to drink it. The Marquis' death, due no doubt to sudden illness, is not far off. Soon. Soon Kalen will be mine. The secrets of her past revealed in the words of two knights of Lycia. Now to meet her grandfather as Len heads west. To Lycia and to her destiny. Mountain range separates the Sakai Plains from Burn. There are many bandits lurking here, cruelest of which are the Talavar. They wreak havoc on both Sakai and Burn, and their savagery knows no bounds. On her 10th day away from the plains, Len witnesses their atrocities herself. This place, the entire area is in ruins, but isn't their Marcus do anything to help? Clever Mountains is home to a gang of vicious, ruthless bandits. No Marcus holds power here. My village was near here, to the side of the mountain. The people were Telever bandits came at night. It took only one night. Traverse numbered less than 10, including me. They're soulless beasts. I'll never forget them. Never. Lindis. I'm not running away. I will be back someday. Be stronger. We'll break their swords beneath me like twigs beneath a stallion's hooves. We'll avenge my people. I'll do everything in my power. When the time comes, I'll bring me with you. Sane. Don't forget me either. Kent. Oh. You too, Sarah? Thank you. Wait right there, little lady. What are you going to do to apologize, huh? She's quite a catch, eh, buddy? Bet the boss would give us a pretty penny for her. Yeah, she'll rough me up a bit. So I figure fair's fair. It's no more than she deserves. What are we gonna do with our flying mule? Don't you dare touch her! What? You just watch your mouth, girlie. Do what you will with me, just... let her go, please. I beg of you. Ha! Silly twit. Pegasus can only be found in Aelia. Pegasus? They're rare beasts, worth more than you by far. We can sell it for a mound of gold. Let it go? Ha! No, you can't. Come on, let's move. What's this? Be on your guard, Landis. Seems to be some sort of commotion over there. That's a Pegasus. Could it be? Florina? Is that you, Florina? Ah, Lynn. Florina. What are you doing in a place such as this? Lynn. Is it really you? I... Come now, no crying. I'm sorry. Your acquaintances? She's my friend. This is Florina, because this night in training from Elia. Slow and comfortable around men. Tell me, Florina, what happened here? Well, when I heard that you had left, I decided to follow you. Then I saw this village. I flew down to ask if they had news of you. I didn't see these two, and, well... Did your Pegasus land on them? Well, a little. Ha, you heard her. She admits her fault. She stepped on my friend, and now she's got to pay. Did you apologize, Florina? Yes. I told them I was sorry many times over. They just wouldn't listen. Don't cry. It's alright. Len. Listen, she's obviously sorry. Can we just let this pass? You don't appear to be injured or anything. No chance. The girl goes with us by force if need be. Hey, come on out now, boys. The men are fair game, but don't put a scratch on the girls. Oh, God. Sarah, we've got to fight back. Len, You're breaking this night, aren't you? You can fight, can't you? Yes. Listen carefully, Sarah. We're facing bandits. They're underlings, but we can't take them too lightly. Let's clear the map here. Are you ready? The layout around here might make it difficult to fight. Same holds true for our foe, too. If this wall's just so, they may ensure our victory. Len, who's that? This is Sarah. She's still an apprentice, but she's my tactician. Oh, I see. Hello, Sarah. Pleased to meet you. The red roof buildings are villages. Villages are in danger of being attacked. If an enemy unit reaches the village before one of your units does, the village will be destroyed. As quickly as possible, visit the residents and give them warning. Only good can come of it. So let's visit them. Please select Len. I'm to visit the village, right? And issue the command. Is anyone there? Leave us alone, you thugs. Go away. We got no more gold for you. No, wait, please. We're not bandits. We want to help the village. Please listen. Remain inside, everyone. I'll go see what's happening. Not bandits, huh? So who are you? Classic Fire Emblem theme. My name is Len. My colleagues and I are just traveling through here. We saw some bandits about. We're going to deal with them, but we need you to go and warn the villagers. Hey, wait. The name's Will, Traveler of Sorts, too. Listen, these villagers have been kind to me. Mind if I fight with you? Not all. Need all the help we can get. Welcome aboard, Will. Visiting a village, we get into a companion. Will's an archer. Uses a bow to fight. Bows can be fired at foes more than one space away. Obstacles won't affect your line of fire. Attacking enemies without moving next to them is called indirect combat. The enemy has no weapons capable of indirect combat, so fear of counterattack, that's to our benefit. However, you cannot fire on adjacent spaces. Someone moves next to you and attacks, that's it. Units with bows are best suited to lend assistance from the rear. Let's try some indirect combat, shall we? Select Will. I'm not going to be doing this chapter for now, but I will show off what Will is like. Archers are interesting, but not very practical. It's me, Will, remember? When you wish to move command, I'd love to help. Like they said, you can attack from 2 spaces away, which can be useful. Especially since it means you can't get countered, and it's free damage. It's Verena, Pegasus Knight. So my guess, Pegasus Knight's ability to fly. They can move over almost any terrain type. So basically like Mr. Birdman from Tactics Ogre. Awesome. Small wall would put up most units, but it poses no problem for Pegasus Knight. Like for Elena. There is a problem with the flyers, though. They're technically in the air, so they don't take they don't attain any bonus from terrain. So if you were hoping to hide in the forest and get bonus evasion, yeah, that's not going to work for them, sadly. Still, they are pretty useful units all the same. It's not like you need terrain to be effective, after all. I won't give up. Please, you must let me join the fight. She has a slim lance. They won't let me show it right now, but it's basically a weaker version of an iron lance. But it is more accurate. It also has very little weight to it. I forgot to mention that. Knowing your units and their abilities and knowing how to use them valves a shortcut to victory. Something about a unit? Place the cursor on the unit, press the R button. There we go. There is something called weight, where it says WT. So, every weapon has it. Some have more weight than others. Weight can actually make it harder for units to be fast, since high weight can give you a speed penalty. I forget exactly how it works, whether you subtract weight from your speed or if it's a different calculation entirely. But basically, if you have a light weapon, you can get double attacks more often. If you have a heavier weapon, not so much. But heavier weapons also do more damage. So you have to decide which you would rather have, more attacks or more damage. Now, what's great about enemy archers, though, they can't attack from adjacent spaces. And crit. Oh my god. So, they're easy pickings for weapon users. That didn't do shit. Lynn, what should I do? There's an archer. What? Where? Oh, that's Will. Hi, you're one of Lynn's friends. What? What is it? Are you unwell? I'm sorry, Will. Her name is Serena. She's timid around men, and you've got a bow. Oh, I see. You must be a Pegasus Knight. I apologize for frightening you, but I do understand your fear of bows. Sorry. Even looking at a bow frightens me ever so much. Of course, I understand. But you should really only fear the enemy's archers, not your own. Yes, of course. Those fly-like Pegasus Knights are very vulnerable to bow attacks. Arrows will deal critical damage to them. The enemy's bow-wielding units must be extremely cautious. So, how vulnerable are we talking here? Let's find out. Yeah, that did 9 damage, and Serena has 4 defense, and you have like 7 attack total. So yeah, that would normally be dealing 3 damage at most. But they're very weak to bows, meaning you take triple damage, triple what you would normally take. In this map, it's not the end of the world, but in other maps, yes it would be. That would almost, for a strong archer, that would almost be a one-shot. So don't let that happen. That is a very terrible idea. Now, remember, we're supposed to be saving the houses here, so if you go here, you can help the village. That's good. With so many bandits, I wasn't sure what to do. It's not much, but please take this money. Ooh. There's an armory to the southeast of us. Equip yourself as you see fit, and help us, please. 2,000 gold. Weapons have the strength to be used only a limited number of times. As you fight, their endurance drops. At 0, the weapon breaks, disappears from your inventory. Check your weapon endurance by pressing the cursor unit, pressing the R button. You can also check on the item screen. Remember, next to the weapon is his endurance. Be careful, without a weapon, a unit cannot enter combat. I guess using their fist was never considered. So yeah, weapon endurance is a thing, but armories are a common occurrence in battle maps. And you don't have areas where you can grind out. That's important to note. You just go from one map to the next. So be very careful not to leave any characters terribly under-leveled here. At least not ones you plan on using in the long run. Because that can be a bit of an issue. Well, I say that, but honestly, as long as you're not being terribly inefficient with using certain characters, then I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. This game is long, and there's plenty of chance to level up weaker units. It's just that the game does escalate as you continue in the game. So, for example, if you're in like chapter 20 or so, and you have like a level 5 character, I wouldn't really recommend using them then, because that sounds like a bad idea. Because the enemies would probably easily be able to two-shot them easily, and you probably wouldn't be doing any damage anyway. Alright. This will be my stopping point for now, though. The first few chapters of the game is going to be heavy tutorial stuff, so they're not going to throw anything too nasty at us. So that's good to know. So, thank you guys for watching. Next time I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. I'm already enjoying this way more than Tactics Ogre, just because the overall gameplay is a lot more simplistic to understand, and I don't feel like it's near as crippling difficult as Tactics Ogre is. I've heard Knights of Lotus, which is a pretty cool game made on the Game Boy Advance, isn't as bad. I might give it a shot after I finish Fire Emblem 7, before I go into 6, and try it out, but I cannot play the original. I just lost patience for that project. Didn't take as long as I thought to. I figured I'd at least have to wait till further in the game for that, but apparently not. Jesus. What kind of masochist do you have to be in order to enjoy that game, I wonder? I don't know, maybe they just expect you to bum rush the story until, like, the main plot catches up with the random battles, but that just seems boring to me. It's like they're forcing you to continue the plot because they think you're too strong, and I hate that in a game. I hate being told how to play a game, damn it. Especially an RPG. That's the worst experience you can give me. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.